Welcome guys to another Brian's Action Figure Reviews. Today's review comes from the WWE Mattel Elite Series. Haven't done one of these in a while. This one is Series 105 and a wrestler I've wanted in my wrestling collection so much that I even made a terrible custom years ago because there was no sight in the guy signing a license deal with WWE because of falling out and whatever. But here we are now, Elite Scott Steiner, the big POPPA pump boot, whatever the hell he calls himself. The big booty daddy POPPA pump is here in elite figure form, finally. And I'm very, very happy to get this guy at last. One of the big names in WCW, even though he was in WWF years ago as the with his brother as the team, the Steiner brothers. And then, of course, after WWF bought WCW, he did appear for a while and was pretty much run into the ground with Triple H and all that kind of stuff that kind of happened with all the ex-WCW big names. And he ended up kind of leaving and going to TNA and doing a legendary mathematics promo, which a lot of people may or may not know about. So yeah, delighted to get this guy for the collection. And yeah, let's take a look at the box, a new box even. New type of box for this series. So as you can see with the box for Scott Steiner, we've got kind of a meld between plastic-free packaging and plastic packaging in that they've done half the box. Kind of like the Transformers Hasbro box, except there is plastic here. So they've certainly cut down on the packaging, and I think this is probably the right way to go about it actually. Yet they still have the clamshell, which I think they use the most plastic. But anyway, you do get a picture of Scott Steiner here. Scott Steiner number 105. You've got the True FX on the top and a little bit of plastic up here, which is not needed in my opinion. On the side you get the same picture again. On the back you get the pic here from Steiner and all the other guys in the line, which I saw in Smith's, every single one of them. And yeah, Scott Steiner. So yeah guys, let's get this guy out of the box. So guys, here is Scott Steiner out of the box and up on the swingamajig. And as you can see, he looks great. He's even got the metal headdress thing. Now I know it looks a bit plasticky, but I think it works pretty well. He's got his shades, his signature goatee, his Freakzilla tights. Everything looks really, really good on this figure. And of course he does have those massive ride-filled biceps as well. Yeah, so again, very happy to get this figure finally. And I think it's with all down to Braun Breaker that we've got this guy back in the WWE family, I suppose. But yeah, so pretty nice figure. Let's have a look at him properly now once we get him down off the swingamajig. So here is Scott Steiner down off the swingamajig, and let's start out with the accessories. So he does come with two open palm grappling hands as well, as always with the Mattel figures. Now let's look at the rest. So he does come with his chainmail headrest. Let's take that off. And as you can see, it is quite plasticky looking, but it's nice that they gave it. Maybe a bit more chrome would have done a bit better with this, but it's all right. Like, it does the job. And it just knocked off the next accessory, which are just a standard set of shades. And I always thought Scott Steiner had beady eyes, and so I think he kind of knew that himself, so he always kind of wore shades. Yeah, so pretty cool. Does the job. As for the figure itself, as you can see, face sculpt is excellent as always. Scott really looks like Scott Steiner. He's got the bleach blonde hair, the whole lot, and receding bleach blonde hair, my dad. And yeah, really, really cool. And he's got all the muscle definition across the back and the arms. The Freakzilla on the back. The tights look really good. The boots are just your standard elite boots. Not much done there. So like, there's a lot they could have done with this figure, but I like that they've kept it simple. And articulation is good. It's got the new elite articulation, so you get good double jointed elbows, so you can do those like poses of him doing his flexing or whatever the hell. The next thing I would like them to put in, and I know it's in their Ultimate Edition figures, is butterfly joints. But because they're all in their Ultimate figures, I don't think that will happen now. I'm just showing off the rest of the articulation as I talk. This is quite tight. Oh, there we go. So he does have articulation and waist swivel too. So the articulation is more, this figure probably has more movement than Scott Steiner himself does. So that is a good thing. And yeah, he's quite awesome. Glad to have him. Another one for the WCW collection. And yeah, I once got so like I was so unsure that he was going to sign another Legends deal that I wanted to make a custom of him, which was awful. So yes, glad to have this guy in the collection. If I had to give him a mark out of 10, I would give him an 8. And yeah, so thanks to Mattel for doing this guy. Really, really happy with him. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope it was informative. Yeah, so 8 out of 10 for the big booty daddy. Just don't ask him the numbers. Don't give him any mathematics. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.